What's going on, America? This is Kevin at Kevin's Corner. And throughout the night and part of the day, I've been watching all of this backlash come in from Pocahontas' decision to get a DNA test. Now, Trump is the man. And I'm going to tell you why. Because she let all of his jokes, his nicknaming, and his pressure her into going to get a DNA test and making a stupid decision. See, this is what I mean. Democrats, they don't think things through. Emotional, impulsive, always trying to play on people's emotions, always trying to play the victim card. We found out all types of information that we wouldn't have found out if she would have just left things alone. She couldn't leave well enough alone. See, her problem is she wanted to prove Trump wrong so bad that she ended up making a hee-haw of herself. We found out that Elizabeth Warren, prior to trying to become a professor at Harvard, never even mentioned anything about Indian blood. She didn't claim Native American blood in high school. She ain't claim it in college. She ain't claim it in law school. But then when she wanted to become a professor, all of a sudden, Indian blood just drops out the sky. And she decided to use that to her advantage. And not to mention, the Cherokees are not happy about this decision. Especially when your people have suffered and been through the things that the Native Americans have been through. And yet somebody comes along and say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to just snatch all of the pain and suffering from your history and just dump it on myself. Not because I really care about you guys. Because see, somebody else also revealed today, as I was watching, I think it was a Tucker Carlson show, that she's never participated in any Native American rituals, events, didn't support them, wasn't no liaison to them. I guess she didn't even try to reach out to him to say, can I just get can I come onto the plantation and hang out a little bit? That's all I want. She didn't do none of that. But she did take on all of the history, I guess, of them and made up a whole bunch of dramatic, passionate stories that might put her in the victim category, and then people on TV trying to run interference for her. And it is hilarious to see these people, these Democrats, try to get on there and run interference for her. It's almost shameful. They on there like, yeah, I mean, but she do got a little, ooh, yeah, but you know what though? She ain't really benefit off of it though. How she benefit off it? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Harvard said that she was the first female teacher, professor of color. What color are they looking at? That's what I don't understand. See these doors behind me? That's brown, okay? And then right between is white. And I'm able to distinguish the two very clearly just with my eyeballs. What person of color are they talking? This is the type of stuff to give identity politics a bad name. And see, she's going to learn that you don't have to use victimhood. You don't have to use identity politics every time. How about just using some good policies? That's it. Maybe use some reasoning, things like that. Maybe listen to average Americans and see what they like, what they don't like, and just say, how can I make things better for you? But instead, my parents, when they fell in love, she had to create the Romeo and Juliet story. When my parents fell in love, my grandfather, and they said that you can't marry her because she's has this blood in her, this Indian blood, I guess, like it was that much that you were able to look at. Because, they showed a picture of the family. I can't look at them and go, hey, them people are obviously Native Americans. No. Same thing with Elizabeth. No, we can't tell that. But nonetheless, she gives this dramatic story, which, here's my thought. The way her parents look, I would think you could get right in front of a racist father or something like that. If you look like her father does or her mother does, you can get in front of their parents and they won't be able to look at you and say, what you doing bringing that engine up in here? Look like a white man and white woman to me. So unless they met and said, we better tell your parents that I have all this Native American blood in me, how would they know that? How would they know that? She's making up stuff that pulls at the heartstrings to give her a better backstory. Every character needs a good backstory. You can't just come and say, I'm basically a normal, white, privileged, Caucasian female that went to school, got a lot of degrees and making a lot of money. And I just want to, now that's too boring. So it got to be something deep, some emotional connector to the struggle. And I'm thinking, what struggle? Now what you've done is you have invoked the criticism of Native Americans, and now you have put a lot of your people that run interference in a jam. That's what she's done. Because see, now the liberal media, if they just dismiss what the Native Americans feel about what she's done, now, you know, that's when identity politics backfires on you. That's when political correctness backfires on you. Now they run the risk of being criticized. Oh, so you don't care what the Native Americans think. You was caring what they thought about when Trump was up there talking about Pocahontas and the Native Americans was there, and y'all was like, how could he say this right in front of the Native Americans? You know, yeah, you thought about what they were saying then. But now nobody cares about their opinion about Pocahontas running around claiming Native American status? She has single-handedly destroyed her chances of becoming the president and possibly even being reelected to the Senate. And so, you see, at the end of the day, identity politics, it ain't worth it, man. It just ain't worth it. You know, I mean, and on the 5 today, Greg Gutfeld had a good point. He said, if the small amount of Indian and Native blood she claimed is in her system, if that qualifies her to claim that she's, you know, has Native American in her blood, she had less than they have deemed the average Caucasian person in America to have in their blood. So she's whiter than the whitest people walking around America. And not to mention, if that's what we're basing it on, if that's the rubric, then perhaps she has unlocked the key to solving identity politics. Because if we go down the bloodline of all of us, I don't care if Mr. White himself gets out of the car and says, oh, I'm Mr. White. I guarantee you, if you go through his blood, you'll find a little brother in it, perhaps. A little, you know, Native American. No telling what you might find. So now if we can all just say, based on 25 generations ago, I have some Eskimoan in my blood. So I'm an Eskimo. I'm a minority. Now, nobody can ever attack anybody for identity politics. So I do want to say thank you, Elizabeth Warren, for giving us the strategy to dealing with identity politics. Now all we have to do is just go take a DNA test and claim all these different nationalities. And now we can't go in talking about rich white men. 12 of them. No. If I was those 12 white men, I would be like, I got a little bit of Aborigine in my blood. You know, wait. I'm not a white man. 75 generations ago, I got a little caveman in my blood, okay? Yeah. See, you can just throw it out there, and then it just destroys identity politics. So thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth Warren. You've contributed to society in some twisted kind of way. And we now all are benefiting off of you making a complete of yourself. And you have given us years and years of pleasure and laughter. All right. God bless you all. Thanks for listening. Check me out on Facebook. Follow me. Check me out also on Twitter. And check me out Wednesday nights too, 7:30, live, Kevin's live radio talk show. And I'm going to be live on YouTube as well. So check that out. And also check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. They got some hot stuff, y'all. Get it while it's hot. You got to get it, man. And if you want to donate to Kevin's Corner, there's links in the bottom to do so. And other than that, I will check you all out next time in Kevin's Corner. And let me see, tomorrow, I think I will be a Frenchman, Englishman, I don't know. I'm going to roll the dice and see what nationality I'm going to be tomorrow. All thanks to Elizabeth Warren. God bless you.